Remember, Monday morning, my program starts. 12-week plan or 3 months, same thing. Time's going to go regardless. At least be in shape for it. Do you want to fill your sleeves? Do you want to feel like a bit more of a man? Now let's get it sorted, because then time's going to go regardless. And if you didn't join up, I can tell you one thing. 12 weeks from now, you'll be thinking, oh, should have joined up with Connor. See what I can do within 12 weeks to myself. Get on me, message me, reply to the story. Let's go. Jesus.
Goes round that in the background.
It's super droll though. How much Halo's too much Halo. So the show is over and finished with. Obviously I'm still covered in tan. I had like the worst shower possible at the venue. I didn't get the results I wanted to today. That's fine, that's bodybuilding, that's what it is. As I say, I won the last one. It was obviously like in the centre for the overall. At obviously the British regionals. So today was more of an international show. It was athletes from all over the world. Like, do you know what I mean? You got to put that in perspective at the end of the day. Learn a lot from that. I still can walk away head held high and say basically I'm probably, if not the best amateur classic bodybuilder for my height and weight at the current time in Britain. But when it comes to international, there's a lot for me to learn. And obviously I will come away from that and learn. Because I do want to be the best at the end of the day, and in order to be the best, you've got to beat the best. A lot of people go for like little shows and want to win. Like I say, a lot of people go for like little federations and little shows and the trophy hunt. I'm not about that. I want to be up against the best, and if I lose to the best, then I can put my head held high and be like, do you know what, like I don't fear no man on stage. At the end of the day, I got up there, I give it everything I could. My body's worn out, absolutely worn out, so a break is needed after this. As I say, that I just need to work on size as far as condition, symmetry, proportions. I feel like I was spot on. Do you know what I mean? Like shape wise for classic. For me, classic bodybuilding's about like the Frank Zane, Bob Harder Sarah, and them physiques I can relate to 100%. The judges today obviously went for a slightly different look, I'd say. They went for more like a full muscle, a more kind of bodybuilder shape style than a classic, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, you can't be picky and choosy. It's subjective, this sport. regardless of my view or opinion, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I didn't get the win, and I walked away with lessons learned. So we just go away from here, and then we just put on as much size as we possibly can in this off season and make a return back to stage. As I say, I don't have a problem with getting in condition. I don't have a problem with the actual shape itself. Shape is spot on. That's the one thing that puts me up there, and condition. But when it comes down to size, that's what I need to add. I've still got 4 kilo to add to my cap. I was like the lightest guy today, and I could still stand there with them all massively. So I can keep my head held high. It is what it is. It's bodybuilding, and you never lose at the end of the day. You only learn. So give me a year or so, we'll be back. If that, do you know what I mean? I added 10 kilo in 2 years. Give me another year, and I'll be up there. And we'll come for the cards. I'm not stopping. Do you know what I mean? I will get that card one day, and I want to be a good pro, not a shit one. But that is the standard of NPC to pro. It is well above. And trust me, he's a big jump between doing obviously a pro qualifier. Like, he's a big jump between qualifying for a pro qualifier versus doing a pro qualifier. Say the Kingdom Classic, I smashed it, and I was up against probably the best in Britain. But now obviously I've done the Ben Weeder, I was up against the best amateurs in the world, and at the end of the day it shows, you know what I mean? They're like, it's against the best in the world amateur wise, and they are phenomenal, they are. So it's just an honour to be able to be up there with them, do you know what I mean? Whoever thought that'd be possible, but here I am, and it was my first attempt at it too. So I know what I need to do as well. I can walk away from it. That's what makes me a good coach, is knowing what I need to improve on by myself and working on that, and we will work on that. Had time to get another shower, feel a lot better, look a lot better now. More normal. I'm just with like a little bit of a sun-kissed tan now. But yeah, give some time for reflection. As I say, if this is any consolation or motivation for some, you can't win every battle, okay? You can't win every race. And those people, like, where you see me, bear in mind, I went 7 years of not winning shows and coming second and third and so forth. And I never give up. As I say, I won the last one. That was a great high. This one, I got smoked. I got smoked. It is what it is. But at the same time, you don't give up on your dream. You never do. No matter what people say, think. And there's probably going to be people who are doing coverage on it and stuff, and they say, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the sport. And many other sports, if you are very passionate about something and you love something, you don't ever give up. You take every loss and you keep your head held high and you keep going. You've been watching me every morning, getting up and doing my steps, getting up and doing my cardio, dieting to oblivion. I'm talking, I went to one point I was eating 800 calories a day. Wouldn't recommend that to anyone ever, but it didn't, like, as hard as that was, I still got to win. Do you know what I mean? As I say, I'm probably one of the best in the country right now in my weight and height for Classic. I am, and I've got the title there to prove it, regardless of what people think. It's there. Not in the world. A long way to go before I get there, but same time, I remember when I started and I had no muscle, and look at me now. So you don't give up. It takes time. It's a marathon. As I say, if you want to be professional, you have to be willing to take your losses, and you need to, at the end of the day, when you turn pro, you're going to have more losses than you're ever going to have any wins. So if you can't take a loss as an amateur, you don't deserve to be pro. It is what it is. I love that saying, it is what it is. Or should I say, it is what you make it. I learned that from someone one day, and it changed my whole outlook on it, because I always say it is what it is. And one particular person said to me, no, it's not, it is what it is. It is what you make it. Do you know what I mean? And that has stuck with me for life, honestly, I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, we keep going. I don't give up. I'm going to get up in the morning, and I'm probably going to do my steps and continue what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? You can't bury your head in mud. You've got, if anything, it should motivate you more to train harder and keep going, because you know you don't stop. So you know, hitting cardio this post-contest. As you can still see, got brown on the knuckles from the show. I attended the Ben Weider Classic. It was a new experience for me. Did it go the way I wanted it to? No, it didn't. Not at all. I lost. It is what it is, part of the game. You just got to keep going. You never take, well, I won't say it's a loss because I learned. The judges went for more of like a full physique. Obviously what I bring is more granny and kind of like as classic as possible to like the Frank Zane era, Bob Paris. They went for more of a full physique. And that's okay, that's what they wanted, that was what them type of judges wanted. For me, obviously it feels like kicking the teeth, but you can either take a loss and be done or come back stronger. I'm going to come back stronger, I'm going to come back bigger, I'm going to come back better. That's part of the game. I've took many losses over the years and I've always came back better. So that's the plan of action right now. I'm going to start doing a docu-series, just like Bigger by the Day, but I'm trying to think of a new catchy term. So if you have any suggestions for what I should call this series, comment below, let me know. But make sure it's catchy, because we will be using the best one. And we'll go from there, and I'll record what I'm doing. We'll be adding new things in, like maybe food challenges, see how a champion classic bodybuilder gets on. We'll be doing all kinds of new stuff, which is exciting because it's no longer just dieting and cardio and talking. We'll be adding more things in, travels, trips, visiting new gyms, seeing new things. And that's what's exciting about this off season. I want to make it the best sort of entertainment possible for you guys, obviously because you guys are watching and you guys are the ones supporting me, so that means a lot. As far as coaching goes, you can see what I can do with my physique, and you see what I've done with other people's physiques. Just literally follow me on Instagram at Connor Page Bodybuilder. Should be a picture of me with my hands on my hips like that, a little dicky bow on. Drop me a follow, slide in them DMs, and just say coach me, and we can have a little call, one-to-one, between me and you, discuss a plan of action, and let's get after it. As I say, I want to start building up my clientele a bit more, because that's what I want to do for a living. I want to be able to quit work, and I want to need 9 to 5. I want to be able to help out, obviously, the people who watch me. I want to be able to help out people who just want to get in better shape, or people who want to compete. Do you know what I mean? I know how to win shows. I've won loads of shows, won big shows. So, and I'm only getting better. As I say, I learn every time, and I'm always willing to learn as a coach. And I don't have a coach myself. This is everything I know is what I know and what I teach. It isn't just some passed down information from someone else. This is everything I know. Do you know what I mean? So you know if something goes wrong, I know how to fix it. If something goes right, I know how to improve on it. That's what makes you a good coach. Other than that, yeah, as I say, my mind's in the right place now. I had a couple of days off. My body's starting to come back from like a rebound from diuretics, which is not great. You fill up full of water, you feel awful. Yeah, breathing issues a little bit because of all the internal water weight. It's not just external water weight, you get internal water weight. At the end of the day, diuretics were designed to take water and pressure off the heart. Well, when you rebound from that pressure comes back tenfold, and then your body will reach a point of homeostasis, at which it levels out. But trying to get to homeostasis, oh, it's horrible. Horrible. So I went for a sauna for 10 minutes when I started noticing like the water retention, and I was trying to work with my body, do you know what I mean? So it weren't over holding on to water, and I wasn't doing it dangerously to the point of where it was like not allowing my body to work. I just simply wanted to get rid of a little bit of water naturally through heat therapies, and stayed hydrated all the way through it. Added salts into my food, obviously that helped out push out the diuretic a little bit, especially the one I use, which is Diazide. I don't normally use Diazide. I do normally use Diuretic, it's called. However, getting older, Diuretic now is near sheer impossible. So this was a new diuretic, new for this show. As I say, probably I wouldn't use it again. I probably would use Diuretic if I can get hold of it. It's potassium sparing, you see, so you just don't need potassium because it's actually really dangerous. You kind of just play more with the salts because that's what they push out. If you start adding too much potassium in, your body holds on to it. Now, in lethal injection drugs, one of the compounds that cause the heart to stop is potassium, and they overdose you with potassium on a lethal injection. Think of that in your own body when you add a diuretic in. You've got to be very careful what diuretic you use and how and what you eat. Otherwise, you can really damage yourself, if not kill yourself. So be warned about that. Your jaw muscles are coming out there. Benefit to being lean. But yeah, gonna get on here, do a couple of minutes, grab me breakfast, just get the blood flowing around the body a little bit, because I plan on going on holiday soon, which is very much needed. And obviously I start my TRT dosage. We'll say TRT to cruise, which is a bit more than TRT. TRT is like roughly around 100 milligram to 150 milligram per week. I'll be on about 200 to 250 roughly. Do that, make sure my body levels out, and then if I want to come off cycle, I'll be doing a PTT. Now, when it comes to PTT, I'll be recording the whole process, because at the end of the day, anabolics, they are dangerous, whether you like it or not. Set anabolics are really dangerous to the body, and do the contest prep. You're willing to take that risk, you're willing to do them sort of things. Well, I am. So I want to discuss a little bit about the dangers of anabolics. So, first of all, anabolics, I think the most dangerous thing about anabolics is the mental aspect. It can change the way you think, changes the way your feelings and emotions, and every person is so different, and every drug affects it so differently. When you're doing a contest, everyone's cycle is different, but my cycle is quite harsh on the mental side effects more than anything, because I do use tren, or parabolan, however you want to say it. And it makes you quite an antisocial person. Patience, you lose your patience dead easily. I wouldn't say it makes you angry, but it does make you very impatient as a person. Things that wouldn't necessarily bother you before really start to bother you, especially when you're hungry as well. That exacerbates it tenfold when you're dieting, and you can say things, you can be a bit rude without even realising, and that's the problem with them, is you think you're in the right, and you're definitely not. Many people on cycle, you feel like people do things purposely to you. It's not the case. That's all in your head. A lot of the time, it's just your response to it because you're on gear, and because a lot of people don't ever come off steroids, they don't ever notice the change, which is unfortunate. That's why I like to come on and off them, because then you get to see what you're like naturally versus unnaturally. If you stay on gear, you'll never see what you were like naturally, so you assume everything is this way, and that's why I advise people to come on and off cycle, not just for the health benefits physically, but for the mental. As far as health benefits go, I feel horrendous. I'm not gonna lie, I feel quite lethargic and sick. Obviously that would be signs of red blood cells going up, red blood cell count. Your liver enzymes will be high because I've used orals. I'm expecting my cholesterol to be quite bad. Kidney function, so-so. I think on some level have created toxins within there from what I've used. However, I don't think it's actually too bad, but you only find that out from doing blood work. So at the end of the month, I will be ordering a kit for blood work, so we can get the results back. I'll share it with you guys so you can see what has and hasn't been affected. As I say, I don't like going into detail too much of what I've used or dosage, because I don't want people replicating it. It's not that I'm keeping it secret for my own magic. I just don't want people replicating it, because you've got people out there like Trend Twins, you advertise what they're taking, and these kids watching this, I don't agree with that, because in some light you're promoting anabolics to these kids. I've got no respect for any man who sort of does that. I think if you're going to advertise it, or you're going to talk about your cycle, you should do so to the right people, not kind of those kids who are watching, because kids are very influential, like sponges. They see someone what they want to look like, and they'll replicate, as they say. Kids copy what they see and you do. They don't copy what you tell them. Okay, so just be warned that, like, when you're putting this out there, this information, they're seeing that, and they're going to try and replicate that, and you can't stop them. People are going to do what they're going to do, but I'd rather not put that sort of information out there for that reason, and that reason alone. If people message me and want to ask me, I'll be straight up and tell them, but I don't really want to put that online for that reason. At the end of the day, kids are the future. Let's not create a community of mental health issues, do you know what I mean? Because anabolics really do cause that, and for me that is the most severe. Men's mental health isn't looked at enough, and I feel like these are big misunderstandings when it comes to men's mental health, and anabolics do play a huge role within that. Body dysmorphia, we always talk about like promoting the female body and so forth and not judging it, but at the same time no one says this about the male body, and it's always kind of seen in like a different light, and we don't have that sort of communication between men like women do a lot of the time. So yeah, I just want you to know, if you do have mental health issues, I really hope you get the right advice. I really hope you do manage to get through it, and also realise you're not alone. Even if you feel alone, we've all been there. Stay strong, get in the gym, get moving, get eating right, do whatever you can. You fight for this, do you know what I mean? As I say, I feel like I've had a kick in the teeth, because I went from winning a big show to then moving up a level and doing terrible. Point blank, felt like a kick in the teeth. I've had a super high and a super low, but you're not seeing me stop. I want to keep going. You see me on the bike, pushing food around, doing whatever I can. Use it as motivation. No such thing as failure, only a learned lesson. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So this is the day after the contest, the Ben Weeder. I didn't get the results I wanted to, however I did obviously qualify for it, and that was a pro qualifier. It was a big jump for me, big jump. As I say, I won the Kingdom Classic, but when it came to the pro qualifier, I got smoked. It is what it is. I learned from that. You take your losses and you grow from them. You can't win every show, and it takes a real champion to get up from a loss. At the end of the day, I know what I need to improve on. I know that the judges wanted something slightly different, and that's okay. Enjoy, that's okay. It's part of the process of learning and growing within bodybuilding. As I say, many of you can relate to that, Joe, from like, if you've ever competed before. If you've never competed before, understand that you have to take them on the chin, the losses, and you keep going. And that's life, regardless if it's bodybuilding, that's life. Whether it's business, anything else, you're not going to win all the time. As I say, I've spent many years losing, so it's nothing new to me. But it just hits deep because of one lose before. So it puts sort of like a downhill on it a little bit, but we keep going, do you know what I mean? As I say, getting ready for me off season now, so bigger by the day, that's the goal. But no, first of all is recovery, that's the most important. So I'm going to be doing this episode basically talking about the recovery process after a show, what you should be doing and what we will be doing, whether that's PCT, cruising, and the dark side reality of anabolics. so stay tuned. However, getting ready, just gonna have a meal, gonna go for the sauna a little bit, because I want to, with diuretics you have a rebound effect, you see, so I want, your body can swell up with too much water after a show, so I'm going to the sauna for just a couple of minutes, just to sweat out like that rebound effect a little bit, but not go too far, because that can be dangerous too. So we're just gonna go have a little small gym session to push around some blood flow, get in the sauna for a couple of minutes. Nothing drastic, as I say, you've got to be very careful, just enough so my body doesn't rebound too badly, and have to take a diuretic or anything like that again. I want to do this more of a natural process, but yeah, gonna get started anyway, and this is what I'm having for my pre-gym sauna meal. Usually I have 1 scoop with oats, however, I'm having 2 scoops of whey protein with Nutty Almond Alpro, prior to getting in the gym and prior to getting in the sauna, because I don't want anything heavy sitting on me in case I go for a swim. As I say, yeah, use my code, Connor Page, it's in my name, that's all we're going to do, and you get 25% off, can't go wrong with that. It's an amazing deal, and it's already a decent price whey protein. Today, salted caramel, let's get after it. A little shake. We'll try this, because I've never tried it by itself, to be honest with you. I've always done it with almonds, always had it in with the oats so far. So, a little taste there with just almond milk. I always like to overshake just in case. Not that this brand has any issues with clumping. Oh. No words needed. I'm so glad I signed with Performer. I'm so glad. I've had so many offers from different supplement companies. So many offers. These all day, no question. I'm so happy. Yeah. $25% off, Connor Page in the name, get after it.